last move for the day. Shout out again to Century Martial Arts and everybody who's battling every day. You're a warrior. You ever have any questions or anything you need? I feel like I might be able to help. Connect with me 24/7. Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu taught me, and my teachers, the Serra brothers, the Gracie family. Even if you're at a seeming disadvantage, you can still fight your way up from the bottom and be a champion. Fabian's got me in side control. You can't see it, but on this side I got my forearm in the hip. On this side I want to get my forearm in front of his face. So I gotta bump. I gotta bump until I get my forearm across his neck. See that? I had to bump a few times. Guess what? I'll bump as much as I have to, because this is the only move that's gonna work legitimately. Okay, now my elbow has to be in front of his shoulder. So I have to bump again. Don't fall. Stay strong. Okay. I have to bump again to get my elbow in front of his shoulder. This move was taught to me by Pete Drago Cell. Shout out. Pete taught me the same thing I just said. In another way of saying it, he would say DGAF. Even if somebody thinks they got you. DGAF. Look it up. Now my elbow has to go in front of his shoulder, so I'm gonna bump. I'm gonna bump. See that? I had to bump violently to get my elbow in front of his shoulder. Now I can push him up above my head. That's the idea. The reality is that I'm gonna move the opposite direction, which is down towards my feet. I push up and I move down. Now my knee comes across the belt, my leg loops over. I could get an arm bar sometimes, not often, but I will extend with my legs. I put this foot on the hip, I come to open guard here, and now for this drill I'm just gonna get a Kimura lock. So I go down to the wrist, I sit up, I snatch it, catch it, put my butt where the hand is, bring the leg up high, keep the elbow glued to my chest, and the hand goes up above the neck, up above the back. All right, so that's the cross-side escape into open guard Kimura lock, and learn some Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, because that's the #1 art that is taught to law enforcement. How can you neutralize aggression without hurting the other person? Because a lot of times these bullies are lashing out because they themselves have been suffered of violence. It's called trauma reenactment. So I'm not mad at anybody who does MMA and is participating in head contact and traumatic brain injury. I'm not mad at you, but I'm not on your side. I'm giving you a chance to make things right. Join me, or else I'll challenge you face to face. And then you have no choice, because I'm backed by science. Two energies working together. It's like DNA. This is the evolution of martial arts. Master Lukey, coming at ya.